Okay, Saturday, 2nd of March 2024. So, a very special episode, the 100th episode. Every day, one video every day. That's amazing. I can remember starting this vlog very much on the whim, just like that. I just had the idea of creating something like a library of unique content that marks history where I am. And then I soon realised that I can also share things I've been thinking of, educational stuff, insights, cool things, and also showing where I am in the world, what I'm doing and what's happening and things like that, just in general for the future. Just useful, interesting ideas. And I remember writing 000 and thinking, amazing, when I get to like episode 999 and then 1,000, I'll have to add an extra unit. Fair enough. But now 100, that's a nice little achievement. And I have no regret starting this vlog. It takes time and effort and logistics to plan, to figure out, what I want to talk about, where I want to go, things like that. So it takes a bit of thinking and strategize and record and do it in public as well. Okay, and organize these things. But I've got no regrets, and I have a nice little library, a growing library of videos and content that I have, sharing cool things and insightful things. Life, very nice. Very happy with it, and the direction it's going, nice. It's slow and steady. Whatever happens. It's just a little habit. And that's one big interesting thing that I've learned over the past 100 or so days. And I guess in the same way, past 6 months, habit. Doing something all the time, every day, creating something, it's just really powerful. A really cool thing to have. Oh, wow. Look at the light show over there. I'm sure we'll get a bit closer. And I've realised how important habits are in general in life. You're doing something every single day. This is why I've said before, and I'll probably say again, I got no regrets with the Spanish, learning it and every day, and same with the vlog, just something every single day, just something, recording a video every day, and just very happy with it, very glad. And I've got loads more ideas I want to talk about. Some a bit controversial, some maybe a bit boring and benign, some maybe could change people's lives, a year or so after it's been published. But it's just so much more to talk about. Fair enough. And some that's going to be a bit difficult to discuss, whatever else, but there's so much more things. So, here's to another 100. And there's just much more to discuss and talk about in life. So, speaking of life, something's going off here. There's going to be a light show, obviously. Not sure what's happening here, but whatever happens, happens. So, 100 videos. I'm very proud. Very nice. So I got things to discuss. I got a nice list, and every now and then there's more things, all kinds of topics. So it's all part of the adventure. And I'm just very proud of this little growing archive of videos that I have, and I will continue with this habit because it's a nice little thing to have, and it's just archiving history and what's happening and where I am. Maybe let's go a little somewhere a bit quieter. So very happy with it. Every day also, still taking selfies. Got a little archive there. And I will continue with this. I've got no plans to stop. It does take a bit of effort. I've got to think consciously the daily tasks. Not, the Spanish, everything, whatever else. Fair enough. But habits. It's like a good habit to have. Very happy with it. And I started it on the whim. Just thought it'd be cool to have something that I can point to in the past, 10 years in the past and 10 years in the future, and say this is what I was doing, or this is where I was, and watch this video to learn more about this thing or that concept, or to understand this, or I talked about this 5 years ago on this video there, things like that. Just really, really cool stuff to have. And it's just nice, and I was just thinking, what other daily habits are worth having? There's loads, but I realise you've got to have them. They've got to be sustainable. You have as many daily habits as you want, as many things you want to do and achieve and create, but they've got to be sustainable. You've got to have a strategy and a plan to do them. Otherwise, it's just too much to handle. You're juggling too many things. Fair enough. And this video, I just tried to find the most unique place I am, in a current location in a place, and just record a video there. Now I've got a nice list of things to discuss. In general, again, some controversial, some not, but there's plenty to talk about and discuss. So, sport for choice in that regard. And That's one thing also I realised over the past few years. Options and choices in life. We really, really want choices in life. Options. Do this, not do that, go here, not go there, whatever else. That's amazing. And also, I kind of realised very recently, internalised, that, and this is something my accountant brought up a few years ago, I guess, or a year or two ago, where you do all this work, but how are you enjoying the fruits of your labour? How are you enjoying the money you earn in life? Now, that could be simply, having a nice cake on a Friday, or it could be like going off to another country for a week or 2 or 3, enjoying life that way. But it's like you do all this work, how are you enjoying life? Good question to have. Travel, doing this, doing that, you name it, it's all subjective, it's all relative, but it's a damn good question to ask yourself, because there's no point, I realised, in you need a balance of long-term and short-term. If you're too short-term, you're just living day by day vicariously. If it's too long-term, you're not really living in the moment, you're not really enjoying life. What's the point of having all this money if you're not going to do anything with your life? Because I also realised very recently that right now, we are living the memories that we will reminisce about in the future when we're like 80, 90 or so years old. I remember that time when I did this, I went there, or I achieved this, or this happened, or that happened. We are living those memories now, that in the future we will remember fondly. So we need to think about that. Fair enough. So we need to be conscious of this stuff. Maybe go a little bit quieter over here. So we need to create memories and have a nice life. Because there's no point having all the money in the world if we've got no memories, if we've got no adventure, we've got nothing I realised, nothing to be proud of. That's why last year, I'm extremely proud of myself and happy that I did a marathon. I'm incredibly happy I did that, the effort, the time and energy. And I'm incredibly happy I climbed up Ben Nevis. I'm incredibly happy that in 2021, I went around Scotland, 2,000 or so kilometres, all these little things that make me proud of just my achievement, my desires, doing things in life that are priceless. And this vlog is just another one of those things. But this one's a bit more public. Just sharing my thoughts and opinions. And I absolutely love it. And when I'm abroad in other places, doing other things in other cities and whatever else, I'm going to record videos there. It's just going to be so cool and unique and no regrets. And I think about it objectively. Any regrets? Do I have any regrets? Not really. No, that's powerful. So a life of no regrets and a life of, a life well lived, that you can look back in the past and think, oh, I did this thing, I did that thing, or look at this big archive of videos I created, or look at these series of selfies I have from years and years. It's just really, really, really cool. So episode 100, very proud of that, and I think that, I'm very confident that by the time I do episode 1000, my communication skills will be a lot different as well. Because I've realised that through talking and doing these vlogs, my communication skills have really tightened, really got to the point. I guess in part because they have to, because of the work, the nature of my work. But the videos, I try to be much more on point, and I can see things in ways that I can improve them. And it's just every video, every day they get better and better slightly, here and there and this and that, more focused, thinking faster, more creatively, more openly. And I'm just improving mentally. Perfect. That's amazing. No regrets. Again, no regrets. It's like everything you do in life, it improves you. You get better because of it in some way. Of course, it makes sense. That's just, in my opinion, absolutely amazing. You just improve. Fair enough. And are you going to complain if you're a better person because you did something? Because you can do something else? You are better, wiser, faster, stronger, smarter? Is that worthy of complaining? No. Not at all. So, episode 100, and here I am in this unique place. I'm very proud of myself, very, very proud of what I've built and achieved, and I've got plans for more stuff. Onwards and upwards. No, that's it. Yeah, I think this music is very fitting as well. So, onwards and upwards in life. Onwards and upwards in life. How cool is that? But otherwise, and this nice little rose garden here. That's a nice one. But otherwise then, you will see me tomorrow.